What is up, guys? Vince Rigger from Germany again, and I'd like to welcome you back with a new transfer roundup of the summer transfer window 2015. I promised my main man Heisenberg that I'll do another video in time about transfer targets and especially about German players like Schweinsteiger, Gündogan, Müller and so on. But the first thing I wanted to talk about is that we already signed a very exciting young Dutch player from PSV Eindhoven, Memphis, Depay. And I can tell you how excited I am that Louis van Gaal managed to bring his, you could almost say, foster son to Manchester. And I'm looking forward to see his development over the next seasons, and Louis van Gaal hopefully turning him into a world-class player. The boy got all the attributes to become one of the world's best players. I mean, he's got lightning pace, he's very skillful, got strong physique and got a dangerous free kick arsenal. He was Europe's best free kick taker last season with 7 converted free kicks, and that's what we also missed since Ronaldo left over the last few seasons, a dead ball specialist. But the most important attribute that Memphis brings with him is his self-confidence. You could almost say his cockiness and his iron will to become one of the very best. We missed some sort of arrogance and cockiness over the last few years. We need some kind of, you could almost say, badass characters back in the team, and Memphis knows exactly what he's capable of, capable to achieve, and is willing to work hard for it, and that's what I like very much about this young fella. Next point I wanted to talk about is Morgan Schneiderlin, or is he pronounced Schneiderlin? I think in English he's pronounced Schneiderlin. And it was said that he'd be signed up last week with an expected medical on last Wednesday, but it seems like Southampton and especially Ronald Koeman are stalling the deal. And this could have multiple reasons. First one could be that Southampton are holding out for more money, and all of a sudden Koeman doesn't want to lose his best player on the cheap and wants to squeeze even more money out of United. The second point could be that Koeman wants to bring in a replacement first to save his face, and this replacement seems to be Jordi Klaasie, who they could sign from Feyenoord. And the third point could be that Koeman doesn't want to make it easy for his arch-enemy Louis van Gaal because of their bad relationship. The point is that Southampton don't have much of a choice because the player wants to move badly, and it was said he's craving for it, and nowadays the player gets what he wants normally. And I think he'll be signed up this week before we fly out on tour to the United States. And he'll be, I think Schneiderlin would be a very great addition to our squad, and would be some tremendous business. I mean, he's 25 years old and he would just be perfect. Schneiderlin is exactly what we need and what we badly missed last season, most notably when Carrick was out injured. Another plus point to have him will be that Carrick will be given more freedom to control the game. We had no one to protect back four, but with Schneiderlin we get one of the best DMs of the league, maybe the best. He isn't a superstar signing that would excite people, but from a personal point of view he excites me very much because he's the kind of player we were crying out for last season, or you could say over the last few seasons. A player like him allows players like Carrick and Herrera to concentrate way more on the build-up and offensive duties, and I'm sure that he'll sheet our back four like they're his own children, and I can't wait to see him signed up in a United kit. And now on to my main topic of my transfer roundup, the Germans. In this video I'll only focus on Schweinsteiger, and in my next videos I'll address Müller and Gündogan. Bastian Schweinsteiger, or how he was called in the past, Basti or Schweini, had a rough ride during his career at FC Bayern and the German national team. He never got the credit he deserves in the German press, and started as a winger when he came to Bayern as a 14-year-old, and was transformed into a midfield general by his coverer and mentor Louis van Gaal, who just had the eye for it that Schweinsteiger was at his best when he had the field in front of him, and as a winger he was just too slow and given away, you could say. But Van Gaal saw his real potential, his passing range, his will to fight, to never give up, and his intelligence for the game. He was molded into one of the best central midfielders of the Bundesliga, I could say, for Europe. And in 2011, Oliver Kahn said that the Bundesliga clubs would never win anything without true leaders. Bayern didn't win a single title during that season and were eliminated by Inter Milan in the round of the last 16 in the Champions League. This statement was also directed to Bastian Schweinsteiger, and he was criticized as being no real leader, that he's hiding, and that isn't a player who can carry a team. In 2012, Bayern missed out on every single trophy again, and also lost the Champions League final at the Horn, what means at home, in Bavarian, and Germany lost to Italy in the semi-final of the European Championship. That was just what the German press was waiting for. You could say Bill was saying Schweini remains Schweini and he'll never be a leader, but Schweinsteiger never gave up. He went on to win the treble in 2013 with FC Bayern Munich, but not even back then he got the well-deserved praise he deserved. I mean, this man won everything possible in one season, but German pundits were saying he's playing too much sideways and can't even get a pass, a single player. He'll be replaced by Gundogan for the World Cup in 2014. We can't win the title with Schweinsteiger as central figure and blah blah blah, so on. A few months later, Schweinsteiger won the German Player of the Year award, totally deserved after winning the treble, but then the German media raced to question the honor. How can he be Germany's best? How can he be Germany's best? And so on and so on. But the World Cup was calling in 2014, and Schweinsteiger's true warrior, he left everything on the field during the World Cup 2014, and most of all during the final against Argentina. For me, he immortalized himself during that game, and it was just incredible. His pure will and belief in himself and in his team to never give up. He was kicked, scratched, punched. He started to bleed all over his kit, but he just got up again and went on to win it with my Germans. An unbelievable, very emotional night. I thank him for his displays from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Schweini. And after all this, the German media should finally start to give this man the recognition he deserves. This man won 8 German championships, 7 DFB Cups, the Champions League in 2013, and it's the icing on the cake, the World Cup in 2014. Jupp Heynckes, his former trainer, coach or manager, as it's said in England, found the right words back in 2013. Like every movie director's got his script, Schweinsteiger got his match plan, and I'm fortunate to have him. I'd be more than happy if Schweinsteiger would be the first German to ever grace the United kit, but I just can't see it happening. He belongs to Bayern, he's their son. He's born and raised Bavarian, and I can't see him ever leaving FC Bayern. But if it be the case one day that he wants to leave, we should do everything possible to sign him up. I mean, this guy's a born natural, he's a natural leader. He's just incredible. Maybe he'd get his deserved recognition when he'd move abroad. The English people would love him and give him the well-earned praise he deserves. It's a hard thing to say, but sometimes I think Germany doesn't deserve this great leader. So, this was my first transfer roundup of 2015, and I hope you liked it, and yeah, you'll hear from me soon again. See you guys.